celebration of the contribution that the Windrush generations made to this country. Today is the fourth Windrush Day, marking 73 years since 500 Caribbeans crossed the Atlantic on board the Empire Windrush, hoping to be embraced and employed by Britain in the wake of the Second World War. Windrush Day was made an annual day of observation following the 2018 Windrush scandal, which saw many members of the generation wrongfully detained and deported. A socially distant service took place at the Council House this morning, ahead of a whole day of celebrations in Hyson Green. Chloe Bicknell reports.
73 years since the first Caribbean migrants sailed to Britain, a flag has been raised in North to honour the Windrush generation and the difference they've made. This socially distanced and live-streamed commemoration service at the Council House is celebrating their stories, and many people here have a personal connection.
My grandfather, Mr. Fuller, came over here on the Windrush. He came here for the better life, to provide for my mother, Sylvina Dino Fuller, and it's very important to celebrate the people that came here and fought for us. I mean, my experience to what my grandfather and my mother went through is totally different, and it's just so really important for us to, celebrate this day. So I'm really glad that we have it. Really, we should be doing it all the time, rather than just one day.
And they said they were looking forward to starting Jamaica. So I applied for my citizen status so that my children could be saved.
In 2018, it emerged that despite living and working in the UK for decades, many of the Windrush generation were told they were here illegally due to a lack of official paperwork. Compensation schemes have been put in place since then, as well as designating June the 22nd as National Windrush Day.
It was very difficult for people who felt their dignity was denied, some people have actually been wrongly deported and detained. But I'm pleased to say that in Nottingham there is a move to help people claim compensation and get their rightful status. It's really important that the descendants of the Windrush are here, and they're here to stay. And Britain, Nottingham is their home, and so it's important that we celebrate those early Windrush pioneers who've given so much opportunity to the generations today, and hopefully in the future as well.
To help keep this important history alive, a Bobbies Mill Community Centre has received more than £21,000 from the government's Windrush Day grant.
It just means that we can expand and get the message out that the Windrush Day is every year on the 22nd of June, and that we're in Nottingham, we're going to celebrate it and we're going to make it bigger and work with more communities to get the message out. They came to a place where they're invited, where there was racism, they weren't accepted, and to know the enrichment they put into the country, which is really fantastic, I think. So it's really to remember and let the next generation remember.
Chloe Bicknell for Notts TV.
And you'll hear more about Windrush Day later this evening. In other